course he is. Where else would he be?
If he cared anything for you at all, a million miles away from you.
Karen, will you please just give it a rest?
Do you realise the risk you are under, harbouring an escaped convict?
It's my father.
Where is he?
Still asleep.
Oh, very cool.
We were up until the early hours of the morning talking.
Planning on where you're going to hide him when the cops come?
Karen, what do you want me to do? Kick him out?
That is exactly what I want you to do.
Morning. Karen, I used your bathroom. I hope you don't mind.
No, she doesn't. You want some breakfast?
Yeah, that'd be good, so it would.
Well, look, there's coffee there. Kettle's just boiled if you want one.
So pardon me. Do you mind if I break up this cosy little domestic scene? When exactly do you plan to go?
Karen, look, I'm really sorry I just turned up like this out of the blue, but really I had no alternative.
Yeah, you did. Could have slept in someone's doorway. Or under a railway bridge.
Karen, that's enough.
Oh, is it? No, I don't think so. You realise the risk that you're putting us under, aiding and abetting an escaped convict? I mean, he's got a record, and you know that.
Yes, I do know that. And like I said, Pet, I'm sorry I just turned up, but I was desperate.
And you're prepared to risk sending your son down when you get a car?
Oh, don't worry your head. I'm not getting caught. I'm not going back to prison.
Well, if you mean by that you're going to top yourself, can you do it as soon as possible and as far away from you as you can find?
Karen!
Don't worry, Steve. Let her go. She's right. The last thing I should have done was put you two at risk.
Why don't you turn yourself in, Dad? Well, if you do it now, then it won't be so bad, will it?
No, I'm sorry, son. I'm not going back to jail. Listen, Stephen, I haven't asked you too many favours over the years, have I? The only reason I'm here is because I needed cash and some new clothes. Well, I'm going to ask you for a favour now, son, and if you don't want to do it, you just tell me. But I need to get to Blackpool, so I do. I need to see your mother.
Yeah, it takes you back, does this? Me and you sat round the living room with a mug of tea before opening up.
Yeah, well, I won't be opening up anything today except maybe my purse.
Something planned, have we?
I thought a little trip round the old town, relive a few memories.
Morning, ladies.
Hello.
Not interrupting out, I hope.
It's a good job you didn't show your face 5 minutes later. I could have been in the middle of a very embarrassing and personal recollection.
Hey, don't let me stop you. I like a woman of the past.
Oh, the trouble is, it's nearly all past nowadays.
Nay, bet you've enough life in you to power all the trams in Blackpool.
And to keep the illuminations going all year round.
There, we can't both be wrong. How are you, Elizabeth?
Give over with your soft soap and tell us what you're here for. It's not often you go out your way unless you want something.
And I do. I want to invite you on my seagoing luxury cruiser which is moored in Fleetwood.
Well, I've always had an eye for a sailor, Cecil. But I'm afraid I've already promised Liz here I'd go with her on a trip around town.
Well, what about a trip around the harbour? You're as welcome as Becky's.
Oh, I'm not much caught with flying jibs.
Hey, my yacht's motor-powered. So, you don't have to worry about pulling sail.
And I can see you're all revved up, Cecil. No, I'll not be one to make waves. You two go off and enjoy yourselves.
Well, if that's the way you want it, Cocker. And, you can wait here. I'll go and fetch my sou'wester.
You still here?
Right. We're going to get the rest of me kit.
I've laid some stuff out for you on the bed.
Thank you, son.
Right, I went to the supermarket. Am I shopping for 2 or 3?
Give up, Karen. He's not going to be here long.
Why? You told him to get lost.
You know I can't do that.
Well, what is the plan, Steve? Do I get any say in it?
I'm going to take him Blackpool when it's dark.
What?
Well, he's got to see me, Mum.
Well, then let him hitchhike.
I'm taking him, Karen.
No, not if I tell the police, you know.
No, you're not.
No? Watch me.
You do, Karen, and it's over. I mean it.
Hiya.
Hiya, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in the shop, aren't you?
No, what main rush is over. Boris can look after anyone that comes in shop this afternoon.
Well, there's no dinner ready, out.
Oh, it's all right. I'll get some at Trump Road.
Oh, what road?
I've decided to take our Joshua Blackpool.
Just like that?
Well, he's never seen told him. My dad's there, so I thought I'd go and surprise him.
Good idea, he'll like that.
I could do it break anyway.
Well, if I'm not needed, I'll get off at once.
Well, could you get some of our Joshua's stuff together first? Stuff that he'll need?
Yeah, of course.
Listen, Claire, why don't you come with us? You'd be welcome.
I don't want to be in the way.
You'd be doing us a favour. You'd be helping me at Lickling.
OK, but can I go home and get changed first?
Right, well, we'll get sorted in and I'll stop off at yours on ways. That suit you?
Last orders, eh? I thought you'd have at least called a saucy lady.
Why? Well, I've got one in real life.
So where's the hunky bosun to pipe me on board then?
Oh, I gave him the day off.
Sounds like you've got something planned.
Well, I've had the master bedroom reupholstered.
You're subtle, Cecil. I'll give you that.
Go on.
Oh,
There you are.
you.
Hey, my son. Now, what the hell does he want?
Keeping an eye on you?
Keeping an eye on my love life, more like.
Dad, I said I'd find you here. Isn't this your charming friend from the party?
Oh, I'm not just his friend, love. I'm his inspiration.
I can see why.
This is my son, Philip. Philip? Big Bent Lynch. My old friend and confidant.
Delighted.
Likewise.
Well, now you're here, I suppose you might as well have a drink.
The usual warm welcome.
Happen he thinks you're cramping his style.
Oh, I'm sorry, perhaps I'm interrupting something.
Hardly the weather for stripping down to your thermals, love.
You are aware he's getting a bit senile, I trust.
Is he? Do you know, I hadn't noticed. All the important bits seem to be functioning.
I hope you're not serious.
That's for me to know and you to try and find out.
My father has a very acute heart condition.
And I'm not going to break his heart. But if what's worrying you is losing your inheritance to some old gold digger, then rest assured, we're just good mates. I'm not after his money.
She's been away 3.5 hours, so she has.
She's a woman, Dad. You know what they're like. She's shopping.
As long as she's not shopping, mate.
Oh, she wouldn't do it, I'm telling you.
She doesn't like me, so she doesn't.
It's not that. She doesn't want it all to come back on me. She doesn't want to wind up visiting me in strange ways.
Ah, well, I hope you're right.
See, that'll be her now. She's either forgotten a key or she can't be bothered lugging all that stuff upstairs on her own. Hello, honey.
Mr. MacDonald?
Yes?
Detective Constable Holger. Can I talk to you, please?
Police, you're joking. Get in the kitchen. Where? I don't know, anywhere. Find...
Mr. MacDonald, I need to see you urgently. Could you please open the door now?
Look, I'm going to have to let him in. What?
Mr. MacDonald?
Yeah, sorry about that. The button doesn't work sometimes. I'll try and buzz you in. Yeah.
£6. Why didn't you get fish cakes?
Because you said you want a fish.
Not at that price.
Too late now. Just enjoy him.
Oh, Todd, we can't go on like this. We've got no money. We're going to lose our home.
We'll survive. Don't worry.
Oh, how exactly?
I'll see to it, okay?
I'll work a miracle, will ya?
If it stops you moving in with that weirdo, Brenda. Yeah.
She's not a weirdo. She's just offering me a place to go with Beth, that's all.
Yeah, and have me sleep in the spare room. Surprised you didn't tell her to stuff it straight away.
I couldn't be that rude. Anyway, it might come in handy if everything goes pear-shaped.
Sarah, it's a crazy idea. Moving in with a woman we hardly know.
Yes, okay.
So just forget it, okay? And eat your chips while they're still hot. So he's absconded on a day release.
Yes, he has.
Why would he do that?
I thought maybe you could tell me that.
Well, I've no idea.
So you haven't seen him at all?
Well, he wouldn't come here, would he? Be the first place you'd look.
Had a visitor, have you, Mr. MacDonald?
No, I've told you.
It's just there's 2 mugs here.
Well, I'm married, aren't I? And the wife does drink tea.
I know it's been ages. I was getting some new...
The police are looking for me, Dad.
You his wife?
Yep.
I don't suppose you've seen your father-in-law either.
No, we haven't, I've told you.
You know aiding and abetting an escaped prisoner is a very serious offence.
Of course I do. And he's not here. So I don't know why you're wasting your time.
You won't mind if we have a quick look round then, will you?
I might. I might think it's harassment.
I could always leave DC Roundtree here while I obtain a search warrant if you prefer.
Fine, if you're going to do it anyway.
Cheers. So, your son's more or less taken over from you now then, has he?
Oh, he like to. He thinks I'm old-fashioned.
They happen with both, that.
Well, we still have our values. Nowadays it's all targets and mission statements.
The only mission I ever knew about was called the Mission of Glad Tidings at the end of our street. And the only statements that came out of there were about how my skirts were too short and my blouses were too low.
Well, times haven't changed that much then, have they?
Bit more support needed nowadays, but all in good working order.
Oh, you look $1 million, bet.
Oh, I don't think your lad were that impressed.
Oh, I don't care much about his thinking. If I was right honest, I don't care much about him at all.
Cecil, that's a terrible thing to say about your son.
I didn't say I didn't love him. I said I didn't like him. His only interest is in inheriting my brass when I've gone.
I'm sure that's not true.
I bet he quizzed you when he arrived, didn't he? Told you I was senile.
We did have a few words.
I bet you did. He looked petrified when I saw him. I saw panic written all over his face.
Well, there's no need to be jealous of me, because I'm not after your brass.
No, but you might get it.
How do you mean?
I've always admired you, Beth. You know I've always fancied you.
Hey, don't go mad. Admiration's enough.
Not for me. I want to do more than just sit and look at you.
Be careful, Cecil. Remember your dicky ticker.
You always make a joke of things.
Well, I try and keep things light.
That's what I like about you. That's why I'd be honoured if you'd share the rest of my days with me.
Hey?
I want to marry you, Beth. I want to share the rest of my life with you.
All clear? Nothing.
Satisfied?
Yes, thanks.
Well, I did tell you.
Had to be sure. If it was my father asking for help, I'd not let him down.
Yeah, right.
You will get in touch if he contacts you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right. Bye then.
Bye then.
Wasn't me who told me, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So he's gone then?
No. He was here when they arrived. Sent him into the kitchen.
Well, he's not in here now, is he?
Stephen, get us out of here, will you? Hurry up. All clear.
Just get up, Jim. Get up.
Oh, right. Oh. I'll tell you what, another minute in there, I'd have boiled alive through it. Huh?
That was just stupid. I want you to get out now.
What? Karen, if he leaves now, the police will pick him up 5 minutes later.
You don't know that?
Karen, they're probably watching the flat right now.
He's right. They'll be camped down the end of the street watching the place, and they'll be there all day, I'm telling you.
I don't care how you do it. I want you out of here now, otherwise I'm going to go and tell the police that you're here.
Oh, really? Well, all right, Karen, I'll go, but I am not going today because they're watching your place. If they see me leaving here, you two are going to be up to your necks in it. Don't you understand that? And believe it or not, I don't want that to happen.
See the tower, Joshua? Would you like to go up there?
I don't know about him, but I would. It's freezing.
You're the one that wanted to build sandcastles.
Well, you can't come Blackpool without going up beach, can you?
It's soft, you are.
I'm cold and all.
Have you rung your dad yet?
Nah, there's no luck. His mobile must be switched off.
So what we're going to do?
Well, I think we should go up the tower and then get that sea life sensor. I fancy that.
You're just a big kid at heart.
Ah, well, let's get packed up here before we all catch pneumonia.
You see, I like you, Cecil. But I don't love you. You're a good mate and you make me laugh. But I think there's got to be a bit more to it than that.
I'm not worried about love either. It's company I'm after. Somebody to share the same values, to share a few jokes, do some travelling. It's no fun eating alone.
Yes, I do know that.
And you'll be well cared for. You won't want for out, Bet.
I know that, Cecil, and I'm touched.
But the idea doesn't appeal to you.
I'm not saying that. We're good mates. We've always rubbed along well. But we've only just met up again. It's come as a bit of a shock.
I know. But when you're my age, you haven't got the luxury of waiting.
Hey, there's none of us going to see the next millennium, Cecil. But I need time. Why don't we just see how things go? And then maybe, only maybe, mind, I'll consider your proposal.
So you're not turning me down?
No. But give me time, Cecil. I've a lot to think about.
Oh, it's fair whacked is this little lad, aren't you?
I'm not surprised. He's been up the tower, walked underwater, not to mention shipped a few tons of sand into the bargain.
So what do you think then? Do we bother with your dad?
I still can't raise him yet.
Well, maybe we should just head back then.
Can start the car.
What's up?
It's just not catching.
Well, be careful, don't run the battery down.
Oh, this is great, Simon, is this? It's not the battery, it's a new one.
Try your dad again.
No, there's no answer.
And you've no idea where he keeps his caravan?
I haven't got a clue besides. I think he's treating himself to an hotel for a couple of nights. This is no good, this. We're going to have to try for some help.
Well, let's try and find a garage and see if they can fix it.
Well, this time on a Saturday.
Well, if they can't, we'll have to leave it with them and get a bed and breakfast for the night. We can't be messing around. This little lad's tired out.
Liz, you'll never guess what's happened to me today.
What?
Well, I was on Cecil Newton's cruiser down at the marina. What's up? Is something wrong?
You could say that, yeah. Police have been to search my room. Jim's escaped from prison.
Here we are. Double bed, ensuite with shower and the cot, of course.
Have you got nothing else?
Well, it's the only one I've got left. I'm very busy at the moment.
Yeah, I know how busy it gets towards Christmas, but we didn't expect to break down like that.
Well, you were lucky. I just got back word on this at tea time.
We'll take it.
Right. Well, you can settle up with me in the morning. There's tea, coffee and a kettle over there. And if you're hungry, there's a late night store over the way.
Thanks.
Right, give me Joshua. Let's get him down before we do anything else.
Right, well, I'll sleep on floor for tonight, that is.
I won't. Now, don't just stand there, make yourself useful and put the kettle on. I'm gagging for a drink.
Oh, gosh, you're so heavy, aren't you? Aren't you?
We just wanted you to know that we're very grateful for your offer to come and stay at yours, and we've had a talk, but we've decided that we can't accept.
Oh, I see.
We've gone through a lot together, me and Sarah, and as it is, we don't really get enough time together, so we wouldn't really want to be sleeping in separate rooms or living apart.
Well, you understand that
We respect your beliefs, and it was kind of you to offer.
I was only trying to help. I mean, how are you going to manage the rent increase?
We'll think of something.
Well, until you do, this'll see you through the first month.
Oh, no, really?
Go on, I can afford it.
That's really kind of you.
Well, how long is it since you two had a night out together?
Can't really remember.
Well, there's £300 in there, so that'll pay the first month's rent and you can still afford a night out.
I don't know what to say.
Well, don't say anything, just get your good duds on and go out and enjoy yourself, and don't worry about Bethany. I'll take her back with me. You'd like to come and stay overnight with Nana, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Ashley, you asleep?
slices usually added to the top of an egg. You are right. So, in other words, you've got 16 points and the next 100.
Right.
And I went away to my bed.
Look, get plenty of sleep. We're up at 5.
Karen, thanks very much for your hospitality. I realise it's more than I deserve.
Go to bed, Jim.
What's the name of the tall vicar in Biz magazine?
You shouldn't talk to him like that.
He's lucky I'm talking to him at all.
Look, he wants to go and see me, Mum. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. As long as he did it without involving you.
Well, it's too late for that.
Well, I'm gone in the morning, Steve, and I mean it.
Yeah. And I'm going with him.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Karen, he'd do the same for me. We're family.
Yes. And we're family and all, me and you.
Well, you may as well save your breath, Karen, because I'm taking him, and that's that. And don't worry, you needn't be involved.
Involved? I'm already involved. I mean, up to my eyes. You think I'm going to let you two deadheads out on the road on your own? You're very much mistaken.
Oh, no, hang on a minute. You're not coming.
Try and stop me. 'Cause at least with someone with a little bit of intelligence around, you've got an even chance of not getting caught.
Over on ITV2 next, it's Saturday's Pop Idol Replay. Back here, a brand new series, The Royal is next. Then at 9, starring Michael Kitchen.
You up for this?
Foyle's War.